Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's charity, the Archewell Foundation, has been listed as delinquent by US authorities after a check for registration failed to arrive. Wow, is anyone really surprised at the incompetence of these two? So let's get into this. So a spokesperson for the couple says all of the charity documents were apparently filed on time, but the required check apparently appeared not to have been received. How convenient. They say that the document has been resent, and so the issue will be quickly resolved, according to Archewell. Until then, Archewell is not allowed to operate as a charity, so this event is essentially shutting down Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's charity completely until they get this issue resolved. The letter from the State of California Department of Justice said on the 3rd of May gives a delinquency notice to the Archewell Foundation. It warns that the process for being on the Registry of Charities and Fundraisers has not been completed, and as such, Archewell cannot carry out charitable activities such as soliciting or dispersing charitable funds. The charity gave an estimated £1 million last year that says that the check went alongside registration information, but this was not received by the California authorities, triggering this delinquency notice. A spokesperson for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle said that once Archewell had been notified, a new check had been mailed, so they hadn't even noticed that this hadn't even gone out. And I think more broadly reading into this, that it does really expose just how badly Prince Harry and Meghan Markle manage their businesses and entities and things like this, and it opens a wider point really about how poor they actually are at working and getting things done. I mean, we've seen in the past how Spotify have dropped them after Meghan Markle's failed podcast, and where they were exposed for not doing enough work and not making enough episodes to even fulfill their end of the deal, and now they've also had to rush out some new content for Netflix recently, which was announced because they don't seem to have made enough content on there either, and what they have made has somewhat flopped, especially Prince Harry's series about Invictus. And this new issue comes after they had this supposed revamp of all their operations earlier in the year, which was supposed to streamline things, and overhaul their website, etc, etc. And now Meghan Markle has also launched her new cash grab brand, American Riviera Orchard, of course, which is just a rip-off of other big brands and sells overpriced goods. And it's just overall shows how it is just the same old with these two, embarrassment after embarrassment. They've also just come back from Nigeria, which, by the way, I have a video coming out about this soon, during which they actually really present themselves as being on a royal visit. I mean, Prince Harry standing there with God Save the King playing out as if he is still a working royal. It was atrocious, and I really do not think the king will be very happy about it. But meanwhile, Prince William is being an absolutely incredible representative of the crown and indeed of his father, and has just gained a new military role as Chief of the Army Air Corps, and had this joint engagement with the king, this first joint engagement together since 2022. So I think this all just shows a wider point about Harry and Meghan being utterly useless and incompetent, whatever they are doing. But let me know your thoughts anyway on this whole situation in the comments down below. I'll be reading them and replying, so let me know your thoughts, and make sure to follow along for more royal news and stories.